We've got the Rocket League playoffs, Splatoon 2, and all things IEM. You're watching the Podium. G'day gamers and welcome to the Podium, where we cover the biggest hits, epic takedowns and classic comebacks from across the world of eSports. I am joined, as always, by Mr. Joe Gilroy.
Oh, and I'm still joined by Bo O'Shea.
That's me.
Yeah.
You're joined by each other. I need to think of another line. Because I say that every week if you've been tuning in.
Oh boy. Yep.
So there's lots of great action coming from the world of esports this week, as always, and one of the more relatively new titles to competitive gaming that's starting to make a splash. The first paint tin off the shelf is Splatoon 2.
Oh, that's some good pun work. Yes, Splatoon 2 took place, the ANZ Cup took place on the weekend, and what we wound up seeing was the team Yeah Nah, which is a fantastic team name. They defeated Scarface. Scarface were contending last year against the blue-ringed Octolings. They couldn't get up against Yeah Nah. They got swept 5-0. And have a look at this super close ending in, I think it was game 3. It went right down to the wire.
Yeah Nah now in
there is
danger.
the reversal for Yeah Nah. Coming down the last 10 seconds. iFlux trying to put the pressure down.
Ooh, I think
FLC
it's
going down as well.
Here we are. What's it going to be?
That was 3 down just at the last second, but
Yeah.
it might not be enough.
Amazing push from Spaceman. We did see the danger come up briefly, and
Oh,
my goodness!
Yeah Nah.
Yeah Nah takes it.
Actually takes it.
Yeah, no, that was a great result. Simply the best Australian team name that you could possibly go with. So, definitely a team that I can get behind.
It's a fantastic name. They also qualified for the championships, which will take place adjacent to E3 this year. So they'll be representing Australia, which is awesome.
Always
with that
great to
name.
see. Yeah, always great to see. So one of the bigger competitions that we're seeing in Sydney is the IEM, the Intel Extreme Masters. We saw some action coming out of that over the weekend.
Yeah, so we already had the qualifiers go down. 3 teams get into IEM Sydney 2018. We already had the Chiefs make it in, Greyhound make it in, and it was all down to, who would take that third spot. It was Legacy versus Order, and Order managed to get up off the back of plays like this one from Sicko. Goofy. It's disgusting.
You're not safe behind that site.
We'll
you
go
have
through
to cross
under
the
balcony,
open.
I think.
You couldn't though, because there was that Molotov
There was
denying it.
wasn't there a Palace player? He could have dropped down.
Oh, this is a very similar B strat. They're coming fast out onto B, and so far 2 picks already. Order have stacked 3 here, but 2 for 2. It's still favourable for them because Sicko's dancing around Archers, but Blitz now locking down Sicko,
Oh my
finding
God.
the double kill. He's going to smoke off Blitz, and Blitz still has a Molotov, but he's not dropping it, and Sicko just pulls out the sidearm instead and goes, pew pew, you're dead.
That's that individual brilliance you see.
So there you have it. Our teams have been finalised. Was it the result that you're expecting?
Yeah, it was. Nothing to take away from, not to take anything away from Legacy, but, I just expected Order to get through in the first place, and they had to battle it through. Legacy put in a really good fight, and they nearly got up a couple of times, so the upset was there. It's a testament to the state of quality Aussie CSGO at the moment. We've also got the bracketing for IEM as well, and the international teams that the locals will be playing, it's going to be pretty tough. Greyhound's playing Cloud9, Order is playing against FaZe, and the Chiefs are playing against Fnatic. That's going to be rough as balls.
So as we mentioned at the top of the show, we've moved into the playoffs for the Rocket League Championship Series. So some exciting matches going on right now.
The playoffs saw it's hard to explain. The top 6 teams got into the playoffs. The top 2 went straight through the finals, and the 4 below them had to play for the last 2 spots available. So we had Jam Gaming, Retirement Home, Tainted Minds, and Darksided all battling out. We said it'd be worth watching. It wound up very much worth watching. It was a crazy bunch of games, and Tainted Minds barely scraped in. Darksided made it through immediately. Tainted Minds had to play off against Retirement Home to get in. They nearly ballsed it up, but they managed to come through in the end. Have a look at this clip.
Retirement Home have to sit on this lead, and with only 15 seconds, it might be enough to pull them through. If Jules doesn't steal one with so time left on the clock.
CJ off the wall. Folks, if you haven't watched Tainted Minds before, you see what they're capable of. with that quick 1, 2, 3, and the power to surprise.
You need like an AA gun to stop them. They're the team that's most likely to fly up into the air and rain hell from above.
10 seconds left remaining. Tainted Minds. Oh no! CJ with the intercept. Game 1 suddenly theirs.
There you have it. Some more great action from the RLCS. It's, the kind of quality that you expect from a playoff series.
Yeah, absolutely. Highly competitive. Everyone wanted to get in. They're playing for that world championship spot. So, yeah, they left it all out on the car soccer field. I used that line last week. We're already recycling all our lines. That's what we're doing.
No pixel was spared. And finally, taking a look at a new iteration in the CSGO space with the Women's Sydney Open.
Yeah, so this is an initiative put on by ESL Australia to invite the best women's teams from around the country to compete. IEM Sydney is a celebration of eSports, but it's a celebration of CSGO mostly. And so getting the best women's CSGO teams to play in front of, excited, captivated fans is fantastic. And you can see that they've got mechanical skill, what they need to, really enthrall an audience. In this clip, we've got Hakuna from Winky Face putting on a clinic with the AWP. It's awesome. Have a look.
It's actually just going to fade, and in goes Hakuna. Gets the headshot. That's the AUG down, but planning for CT is super dangerous here because Queen's just going to peek you and no one's holding the angle. Hakuna at least hits the trade.
Oh, she's going nuts.
What? What is that shot from Hakuna? Manages to nail the wall bang.
I love it.
Quick pre-fire. Now goes to the AK, looking to win the round by herself, and does spot out Papa Shady. Bomb can go down safely now. She's position not yet known, and they're just going to try and crossfire in Papa Shady at this point. Very difficult round for her to win with just the AWP. She does indeed, but Hakuna's made this so doable, and Papa Shady's going to have to back out.
Yeah, so it's really great to see in this kind of inclusion going on. And like you said, once they have an opportunity to play with each other a bit more, you'll see more advanced kind of team play.
Yeah, that's basically it. Technique, tactics, and strategy, those are all things that I think you can be taught. They can be taught a lot easier than mechanics. So seeing the mechanics already there, it feels really good. It makes you feel like you can definitely see a great team coming out of this. And so 4 teams have qualified. We've got Lil Susie, who just barely made it in, CCC, Winky Face, and Noot Noot. Those are the 4 teams. They'll be competing at IEM Sydney 2 weekends from now.
Yeah, it's really great to see with this, guys.
Yeah.
So there you have it. A lot of the action that you would expect from such a great weekend with, playoff competitions and kind of the end of some of those series. But of course, that's not all. And, there are some really big contests coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Oh, it's going to be really good for Aussies. Hopefully. The Direwolves are competing in the play-ins for the mid-season invitational in the League of Legends. And hopefully they can get up there and do us proud. Just getting there alone is enough, but, we'd like to see them go further. Obviously, the Rocket League finals are this week, and if you want some, soccer without any cars involved, the A-League, E-League finals are this week as well. So that's what we'll be checking out and, keeping an eye on.
Yeah, so lots of great stuff coming up, and it's really good to see some Aussie teams doing so well. We'll be supporting them here and taking a look at all the results next week on the Podium, so make sure you tune in and check it out.